मंगलम भगवान वीरो मंगलम गौतम प्रभु मंगलम स्थूलिभद्राद्या जैन धर्मोस्तु मंगलम अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्य भावेन रक्ष रक्ष जिनेश्वर। अंगूठे अमृत वशे निलब्धि तड़ा कंडा श्री गुरु गौतम शमरिये मन वांछित फल दाता। नमो 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 नवकार मंत्र है प्यारा जिसने लाखों को तारा। इस महामंत्र का जाप जपो जल से मिले। नमो हरिहंतारणम नमो सिद्धारणम नमो आयुर्ज्ञानम नमो उपचारणम नमो लोए सब शामनम नमो लोए सब शामनम नमो 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 नमो। एक ताली के साथ
My father had a dream, and for 20 years he's been planning this building. He put his heart and soul into it, every minute, 24 hours a day.
And he said, look, what we really need in order to establish the community is have a centre where people congregate, people meet, we can do pujas. So his desire was always to build a Jain centre.
He really wanted Jainism to be remembered in the Western world, and it has to start with a building.
मंगलम नवकार मंत्र है प्यारा जिसने लाखों को तारा। इस महामंत्र का जाप जपो भव जल से बोलो। नमो अरिहंताणम नमो सिद्धाणम।
His idea was that Jainism is such a wonderful religion, it has so many values that are absolutely apt for today's times.
But we want to represent Jainism in a way that people understand the way of life that it is, to make Jainism relevant in the Western world.
And then his point was, how do we ensure that our next generation, not just them, but everybody else, learns about this? Because he was convinced that as soon as people learn about some of these principles, peace, non-violence, respect for alternative views, no wastage, sustainability, all of these are issues that everyone, especially young people, are concerned with. And Jainism has all of these things. How do we do that?
भगवान एक वरदान आपी दे जा बसे छे तू मने त्या ले वची राखो तू मने भगवान एक वरदान।
I think it started when he was in medical school in India. The way he was a Jain, it got into his blood. So when he came here, he just wanted to do things that mattered in Jainism. He became a president very quickly in the 70s in Lester Jain Samaj.
the Jain Samaj bought a church. It was a disused church for a number of decades. He worked with an amazing team of people, and together they raised the funds, got grants in order to build that Jain centre in Leicester.
A incredible, a first of its kind Jain temple in the Western world.
It got Jainism recognised. Lots of people have visited it. Several prime ministers have been there. My mother was the supporting person. So, you always need a silent partner in any successful man, any successful woman supporting them. So she was the partner.
I was a teenager then. Every day people would come from India and she would cook for them. Now I look back, I think, wow.
Then he actually worked and left it eventually when he moved down to London. And I remember people kept on saying, why do you want to do another centre? And he said, well, because the Jains of London don't have a congregational setting in which to meet, in which to have a community, in which to do pujas, etc. So that's how this project started.
He had lots of difficulties trying to find a building, first of all. Took him years, and then he found this disused factory. By that time, he was retired and he was in his 70s, and who would want to invest in a man in the 70s? So then he decided to loan his own money and purchase the building. That must have taken him about 5 or 6 years of trips to India. So then slowly the plans came. He would show us the plans. We'd come here for lunch and he'd get this, oh, this is what I've done now. And we'd say, oh, yeah. And then the next thing was, after that, he had to get planning permission. That took him 2 years. There were so many downs, but he just never gave up. He just carried on. I'd say, but now you've got this, it's a message, don't do it anymore. We would try and talk him out of it, because we had seen what a toll it took on him.
તારું મંદિર છે તો હૃદય વસે મારી તકદીર છે કેવા શુભ પરિણામો જાગે આ મુલાકાતમાં.
Sadly, at the age of 90, he passed away.
બોલો.
He wanted us to be involved because he understood the importance of family, and he thought the only family would be able to finish it off. And what do you promise your father in his last days on this earth?
Lena and I made a pact that whatever Dad's wishes were, would make sure that they actually happened.
Our job has just been to try and deliver his vision.
We've had big hurdles and yet we've overcome them.
And I'm so pleased that with the help of so many volunteers and so many donors from around the world, we've almost done it. We've almost done it. Not quite.
मने तेजो सदा साथ हो वाला पार्श्वनाथ हो आवे भले संकट हजारों आवे भले संकट हजारों भगवान भरोसो एक तारो.
This centre is going to be similar in a way to the Leicester Centre, where the centre will be also a community centre for Jains, so they can do activities which are related to either religion related to education, related to careers, related to health. But they'll also have activities for sports and games and things like that. The centre, although it's a Jain centre, we're going to also make sure that we actually welcome other faiths. So there will be an interfaith room, interfaith community, etc. From an education perspective, we'll have a library of Jain literature, both physical as well as the electronic version. We're hoping that on the ground floor we can have a vegetarian Jain restaurant.
The vibrancy, the environment that we get in the center when people are here, it's absolutely incredible. So all I would say, this is an amazing project, not just for London, but for the Western world. Please come and visit. Come and have a look for yourself. You will come out of here thinking, wow.
I've got a job to do now. We bring people in, make them feel safe, make them feel that this is theirs. It can be a place where they come and meet and they come and learn about Jainism, they practice it, they connect, they feel at home, it's theirs.
महावीर स्वामी भगवान की, बोल मुनीश्वर स्वामी भगवान की, बोल सिमंदर स्वामी भगवान की, बोल अमम स्वामी भगवान की, बोल पद्मनाथ स्वामी भगवान की। आज के आनंद की रजा आपो हवे दादा, अमारी बात थई पूरी।